Hello everyone, good morning, good afternoon, whatever time it is where you are. I greet you specially. So this particular one is not going to be looking so beautiful. Yeah, if you want to actually be a soap maker and gain profit, you have to get your hands dirty. That's the truth, but in a legal way. Now this is what I call sludge. I'm a chick. I don't speak my dialect for you. You see this? I think I earlier explained what sludge really is. Okay, but let me make another explanation. I have palm kernel oil inside. I'm going to show it to you. Now, when producing, let me go to my palm kernels where I kept them so that it can be easier understood. Okay, now this is our palm kernel. These ones are still with the shell. They still have their shells in here, you know. And with these shells, you can't make use of it now. You have to take it to a cracker. Let me try to show you this my machine, you know. So this is the machine, and you have to take it here, and then once it is poured in here, where's that stuff? Can you see that? Once it is poured in here, all you need to do is just put it there, bit by bit. You're actually going to be putting it here, but as you're working, you're doing it. Don't worry, those that are working with it will know how to do it better. Your own work is just to carry the kernels, the shell like that, the palm fruit after processing the red oil, okay, and you dried your palm fruit, the seed well. All you need to do is what? Is to put it here after it has dried properly under the sun, you've aired it, or sometimes you can just be lucky enough to keep, after drying it once, you keep inside the bag, it stays there and just dries up. it but the best way is just to spread it out and dry it, okay, for like a few 2 days, 2 3 days, it's ready. So after doing this, you get out your kernels. Do I have a bag of, okay, I don't think I have my raw kernels now, but I'll try to attach it to this video. Okay, now you get out the kernel. See if I can find it. When I mean kernel, is when you break this one, what is inside it is your kernel. Now it is that kernel now that is taken after you have taken it out, you have selected the shaft, because definitely now these ones will also come out. That's the shell. You've selected the shell one side, you kept your kernel one side. You can either water wash it or you hand pick it. It's all up to you, but most factories prefer the ones that are hand picked, because the water washed one they lose oil. So you then get the actual kernels in here after drying them up and all, like I've explained. You take it to the mill. So that's where you have, in the mill, that's where you have an engine where it's able to mill out the oil. One side is actually separating the kernel cake to one side, having the oil in the middle, and then your sludge is actually what settles underneath the oil. Okay. So that's basically what they do there, or what they do. I think what they do is to roast it first of all, to enable to get more yield from the kernel, and then they go further to milling it. I think pig farmers will understand better what they do with the cake. Trust me that you're not losing out on anything. So let's go ahead. Now, like I said, once they have you have gotten your oil, the oil doesn't come out clear. It comes out looking dirty, you know. It comes out looking, having some things in it. You understand? And then they put it inside a drum. They put it inside a drum, and then it settles. Now it is that mushy settlement. Now it is that mushy settlement that I have purchased, which is called the palm kernel sludge oil, and that is what is in these bags. That is what is in these bags. I had to put it in here because this is it's an industrial washing hand basin where I used in the poultry, and for now we shut down that aspect. So I had to make use of it. There's actually a drainage down there. So for now, because it came in last night. Okay, it came in last night. Due to baby, I cannot be moving up and down, moving to factory this period. So I practically, thank God the owner brought it here for me. So as you can see, the bag, some of it already started leaking out oil. If you look down, you see it there. So I placed the bucket underneath this, that I can be dripping in. But that is not actually the method to do it. I'm going to show that to you shortly. Okay, I'm just trying to make you understand what sludge is. Okay, like this one now has stayed, and as you can see, the oil is already coming up. You understand? I'm trying to pick the one that is really, really mushy so that you understand better what I'm trying to show you. So that you understand what your sludge is. This one too, the oil is up there. As you can see, I hope I'm showing you. Please, oh, you see all of this? If you want to work on this, be sure that your hand is going to get dirty. Don't even talk you. You don't talk. If you want to talk, you're not supposed to be here. Now, this is what your actual sludge is. This is your sludge. This is it. Another thing is, if you're going to go and buy sludge, please go with an experienced person. They cheat pieces. Like, they can pick up the cake and mix it and tell you that is sludge. So I pray none of us get unlucky to buy such sludge, because you go the oil will come out and now you go begin cry. You understand? But if you can target and know when they have actually produced their pumpkin oil, that is when you will now know that yes, I'm ready to go and get my sludge from them when it is still fresh, because as it is staying, okay, like I showed you in this one now, as it is they stay, the oil is coming up, and they'll be picking it up. For some factories that don't know that this particular oil cannot be mixed with pumpkin oil, they'll pack it and also pour inside pumpkin oil, which sometimes gives us soapers problems when we go and buy pumpkin oil and make use of in our soaping, because you cannot use sludge oil in normal soaping except just one method which no other person has except me. I'm proudly saying it, that I can teach you here how to use your palm sludge oil, which is practically the cheapest soaping oil right now. You can make use of this oil not just for brown soap, but for your normal tablet bar soap. Do you understand? And it foams magically. You don't even need to add a lot of ingredients. You don't need to. Okay? And it foams very well, but it's strictly for washing. You understand? Because this oil on its own is also acidic. Now, there's a wheelbarrow I used to use. Where's that wheelbarrow? Okay, I have some cassava stuffs in it. There's a wheelbarrow I used to use when I'm packing it, when not be small hustling, when I'm packing the sludge and everything. Once you carry that wheelbarrow and make it, it's actually silver. But the thing they bleach the wheelbarrow give me. So the oil is really acidic. So you have to be careful. Not to try to use it like you're using normal palm kernel oil. It will not come out well. It will just be mushy for you, except if you go through the particular recipe I am going to forward to every one of us in this group. So that being said, guys, I'm just trying to whet your appetite just a bit. Okay, so this is it, and I hope I've answered your question. For the person, Sister Peace, yes, let me not say this because I know your name. Sister Peace, I actually said you actually want to understand what PSO really is. Thank you all so much. We've taken out our first rubber. Okay, we're taking out our first rubber. So come with me, let's learn how to extract this sludge oil for brown soap. And guys, if you're also interested in just buying the oil, I mean the palm kernel sludge oil, and you don't want to go through the stress of making it yourself, feel free to contact the number on your screen. So for those that are willing to get their hands dirty for soaping, let's dive right into it. Bye.